This NFL. The whole shebang in one shot in the fridge. Don't beat the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Darn it. Holy moly, it's hot in here.
So I think we have the best team in the business because we have a bunch of people that really truly care about what they're doing. It's not an AI machine. It's not just like an algorithm that's gonna populate your photos and that kind of stuff. We have a good range of people that have been around for a long time and know the business, to people who are just like really good at what they do. And I think that's the biggest thing in the last couple of years as we've gone through changes is we grew from it being a very small business with very little people to a business that was huge, and it was like going off the rails. I think we had like 25 plus employees, and I was interviewing while I was editing video, and it got crazy. But that's not the point. I think through COVID, we went through a natural selection where it just kind of went back down to where it's a really comfortable number. I think we're at 14 staff. We don't have too many people doing one job. Everyone's kind of like in their niche, in their area, and everyone's doing an amazing job. I mean, we've got our newest addition, Emily. She's come on. She's our operations coordinator now, and she's been great. Like the way she handles people on the phone. Sometimes people are pissed off. Sometimes somebody calls for the first time, and it's like they're talking like they're old friends. She does an amazing job. She's a really good vibe to have around the office, and to have as the first person that people talk to when they call. You jump over to the other side of the table and just kind of go by who's sitting where. Across from her is Madison, our graphic designer, does all of our print stuff, and she's got a mind like a steel trap. Like whenever we need to remember anything, she's the one that is just like, oh yeah, that happened on February 3rd, 2022 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was wearing this shirt and these pants, and you guys were wearing all that. Like it's incredible. So, and she's just always fun. She has a great dog that she brings in all the time that gets to play with my dog, and she's just always a part of everything. She wants to like make sure everything's done, and she's helping where people need help and stuff, and she's always interested in being a part of the different things that go on when social media is popping up. She's right there helping out, and I mean leading it. With our social media clients, she leads their campaigns and their graphics and stuff. So to go around the table, you got Zach, our video editor extraordinaire. I mean, the guy's perpetually positive and happy no matter what we're going through. He was always kind of like the second in and the second opinion and that kind of stuff. And then once we went through that kind of calling of the herd, he remained and rose to the top. And he was already kind of rising to the top prior. Like he started to kind of make a name for himself, and I'm so happy that he did. We kept laying him off, and he kept coming back, and I'm so happy. Because we just didn't have, when we slow down, we can't keep everybody on. He was one of the ones that got laid off, and he would happily, outwardly, he would take the layoff happy, and then he would come back positive and start up. And there's times when, clients would push it to the point where he's there by himself until 11 o'clock at night on a Friday while we're all gone and home, and he's sitting there by himself working because he just has that amazing ethic, and he's positive about it. I'm sure maybe, I don't know, I've never seen a guy mad. Maybe he kicks a desk on his way out or something, I don't know. But he just seems to always be smiling. Oops. And then Lexi running the show, of course, the glue. But she is literally the glue that holds everything together. From, me on a personal level, and I've gone through some stuff in the last few years that I was kind of off the rails or just kind of not involved, and she kept me together personally, and she kept the business going while I wasn't there. And day to day, I mean, she never stops. It took me a couple of years to convince her to come work with me because we've been friends for a long time. And it took me a couple of years to finally convince her to come aboard, and it was one of the best personality hires we ever did. That's what she always calls it. I get everybody in office, talks about you. I mean, you're whatever. I keep trying to get rid of you for the last 8 years. You just keep sticking around. You're like Caleb, if we subtitle your name or whatever, but you're sitting right beside me. what WylieFord.com was about from the beginning, which is basically coming in. We don't know what we're doing. You know, we're just gonna figure it out as we go. We're gonna build into different positions. We're gonna learn all the stuff we're doing as we go, and we're gonna become the best at it. You came in and you wanted a photography job, and we gave you an editing job. And then after being a photo editor for a little bit, you started to dabble in video, and then you started doing these crazy videos that everybody was loving. It was like pushing the boundaries of the genre, like of real estate. And then you kind of went away from video and then went back to photos. And then we took photos away from you. Then you weren't really doing that, so you were handling client care and like delivering. And I could tell that that wasn't your happy place. We knew you're creative and you need to be creative, so that's when the joint kind of like consensus came to like, let's put them on social media. Let's get them doing all the wild and wacky stuff that we never had time to do because we get so busy we forget to do it. When we're slow, we're like, oh, we should do social media, and then we start to pick up, and then it's like we forget to post anything. So we're like, let's dedicate somebody to it, and then that's where you're at now. And I think like as this camera flies around my head and the other one's glued to the windshield, and you're spending an entire day with me on this one shoot.
We're back.
I was gonna say, I didn't know if you're gonna edit it back like nothing happened, or if we're gonna talk about the fact that
we'll talk about the fact that I ran out of storage.
You ran out of storage because you take all those videos of birds. So then shooters, I mean, I think we have a great team right now. We go from, let's say, Saxon, who's probably our longest standing shooter now, or our lone female shooter. What can you say? Like, she's a friggin' ball of us, and she's like just great energy. She does an amazing job. Clients love her. She's always got something to say, which is awesome. Yeah, she's been around a while, but yeah, she's amazing. She's constantly doing an amazing job. Always game to get things done. She works with some of our, best clients that request her because of the work that she does. She's awesome. Noah, he's the next one in the list. I remember interviewing him and he was so quiet. I'm like, I don't think this guy's gonna make it. But he had such a talented eye. Like, we saw some of his stuff, and he was so good at what he did. I said, Lexi and I were interviewing him. We said, okay, let's give him a shot, and he's been amazing. I mean, the guy is incredible in what he does. He's quiet at first. Once you get to know him and spend some time with him, the guy's hilarious. He's an amazing representative for the company, and does quality work. And then next, probably, I think, did we take on Michael first?
Michael or Ryland, yeah.
So yeah, Michael, man, like, what can I say? The guy's always smiling ear to ear. He's a really cool dude. I trained him a couple times, so I spent a couple days with him. But that's about the extent of it. I interview people, and then I train them, and when it's shooters, and then I never see them again. And he's our Toronto shooter, so he's, how do you say it? We never got a complaint about him. He quickly became what the brand is and what our clients expect. I know he's training, I believe, to be a pilot, so he's kind of doing some other things. So he's not full time for us, but he's still doing work. He helps us out with the Toronto shoots and stuff. And he's like just one of those ones where you interview and you go, oh, this is going to be good. And then you train them and you see them picking it up and asking questions, and you go, okay, they're getting it. You can see it sinking in, and then you just let them go and you don't hear about it again. And that's the best, because when you don't hear about somebody, it means they're doing a great job. And then I guess our latest addition is Ryland. And he, super cool dude. Again, one that I haven't spent a lot of time with, but I did train him. He's got a really good sense of humor, really easygoing personality. I've seen him interact with clients. He melts quick, very quickly. He has a good rapport with people. I've had to go pick up equipment from his shoots and stuff, and he's there talking to the client. And I see how he's interacting. He's doing a great job. He is like number one to grab right now, all the weekend shoots and stuff. There's a shoot on the weekend. There's a big factory, 20,000 square feet. He puts his hand up. I'll take it if nobody wants it, kind of, right? So he's been amazing. And I think that's everybody. Oh no, that's not everybody. Don't put it in the fact that I didn't mention this week.
Definitely gonna
Cut this out. Not gonna do it. Yeah, Claire, who lives in England, across the pond, who I was just talking to while the camera went off. What can I say?
She's your best friend.
She's up there, man. And she's like a best friend that I never see. Claire, was and still is there for me every single day. And she handles all the finances for the business. She tells me what I can and can't spend money on. She tracks every single stat from like how many bathroom breaks Caleb takes. But no, she like tracks everything. And I could be like, Claire, what was this Thursday like in April of 2025, like 3 years ago? And in 8 seconds, she'll send me the stats, how many shoots we had, who was shooting that day, what our profitability was, where we could have done, like just incredible stuff. And it's been a game changer for running the business. She's been there for me through all the crap that I went through, listened to all my crap, still listens to all my crap. And I don't think she ever sleeps because it doesn't matter what time. It's a 5-hour difference right now there. What time is it here? It's like almost 4. So it's like 9 there. I can message her at any time. She messages me back. Every morning when I get up, walk my dog super early and I want to talk because I got nobody to talk to because my dog doesn't talk back to me, which is kind of a plus. I'll message her. And it's like lunchtime for her. So we chat and we've had some amazing conversations, and whether it be about business or personal, she's always there. So, yeah, I didn't forget it. She's just not in this orbit of the list of people that are around here. So, see you next. Probably should say that.
See you next time.
See you next Tuesday.
See, well, no, that's the one that you shouldn't say.
But I heard, what is this? Yeah.
Oh, see you next time. I guess that is see you.
Yeah.
Next time. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yikers.
I heard some kid say that, and then everyone's laughing. I'm like, it's not see you next Tuesday. It was like on YouTube or something.
See you another day.
But that's what they're saying. I'll see you next time. See you on the next video.
Hilarious. Okay.